about COVID-19?
What do I think about COVID-19? Well, that's a tough one. First of all, the jury's still on where this thing came from. They're talking about bats in China, or it was in a lab. Some people think it was engineered deliberately to infect the world and cause us economic ruin, this kind of thing. Some people think it escaped by accident. The Chinese government, the Communist Chinese government, recklessly endangered the world, from what I understand, by covering this thing up and pretending that it didn't exist, and let people who were infected into much of the rest of the world, including our cities like New York. Our largest city. New York has had has been a focus of the problem. They've suffered greatly in New York, and here in Michigan. Detroit has been a focus. So is that all the fault of the Chinese government? I think to a significant extent it has been. There's going to be a lot of investigation to sort that out, and when we get all that sorted out, I will be in favor of reparations against the Chinese government, what they've done to us and the rest of the world. That's unforgivable. They shouldn't get away with it. It has caused great hardship to Americans, to our economy, to our people. It has cost people their life savings that they had invested in their businesses. They should not get away with that, if indeed they were the guilty party on this sort of thing. So people are talking about a vaccine. We'll see whether we get there. I'm told that there's difficulty with making a vaccine for certain types of viruses like this one. There's all kinds of information around, and it's difficult to sort out what's true and what isn't. People are saying one thing, some people are saying something else. We'll get it all out eventually. But right now, it's trying to stay safe, stay healthy. I'm in my late 60s. That's a high risk for this thing. I don't want to get it, and I've got a few of these, what they call comorbidities. Normally, they're easy enough to live with, but if I get this virus on top of them, who knows what could happen? This could put my life at risk. So I'm all for the mask wearing and the social distancing and this sort of thing. This isn't a big problem for me and most people, and people want to make it a big issue about our rights. Well, there has been some overreach on rights and power of the government on this, but basic safety is just it's kind of courtesy to begin with, and it's certainly love of neighbor to try to be sure that other people who may not be as much at risk as you are, especially if you're young, that you take a few steps to be sure they don't get infected. That's just the way we are. That's the way we should be, the way I see it.